Michelle, as it was she that was the person that recommended that I have attention be given to a urinary tract failure that she had diagnosed with reflexology at the beginning of 2010 and recommended I take cranberry. I ignored this to my detriment, as at the end of 2010 it was discovered that I had cancer, and on being hospitalized I was found to have grade 3 T3 cancer in the bladder. Immediately on hearing that I had cancer, Michelle recommended that I should take vitamin C pills, coenzyme 10, B12 and also cell food drops, while at the same time regularly visiting her and being treated in the HOCATT, with the HOCATT system, which infuses your body with ozone and oxygen, these being detrimental to cancer, according to her. I, of course, did this and continued with that while still visiting the urologist. I was later sent by the urologist to check whether it had gone out of my bladder. I was grade 3 T3, which meant it was into my lining of my bladder. His recommendation was that I should remove my bladder. Otherwise, once out, it could be something which could not be stopped. In the beginning of 2011, I continued with Michelle's system with the HOCATT, twice a week, the pills, and at the same time I asked the urologist whether it was possible, as recommended by Michelle, to have me treated with the BCG system, which is the infusion of tuberculosis into your bladder so that your immune system can attack it. His comment was that I was past that. It could only be done if you were grade 2. I requested that I go back to hospital, and on taking scrapings, the report showed I was grade 2 T1. So therefore, I had pulled back on the cancer, and for this I thank the HOCATT system and the recommendations of Michelle. We then had myself treated through the urologist once a week with the BCG, after which I waited 6 months, and all this time still continued with the HOCATT system and oxygen and the pills, only to find 6 months later that I had gone down to low grade. Subsequent to this, I was advised that I should then wait another 6 months and go back to hospital and take more scrapings. It was then found that I had gone back up to grade 2 T1 again. I continued again with the HOCATT system heavily, now going 3 times a week on occasions, and still on the same pills. The urologist warned me that he had told me to remove the bladder. But on speaking to a person that lives close to me, her husband had died when they had the bladder removed, and I decided I would have a go at trying this BCG system a second time against the advice of the doctor. And still I said to him, I'm continuing with the HOCATT system and the recommendations of Michelle. He said if I believed in that and my meditation and the fruit and vegetables type of way of eating and dark berries, I must carry on with it, if that's what I believe in. I did do this. Subsequently, after the system of the BCG, it went right down to being checked. In 2014, I was checked again in hospital, only to find that now I was completely free of any malignant cancer in my bladder. And since then, I have regularly tested my urine, and when I've gone back to the doctor, as his recommendation was on every 6 months, he has asked me to go back into hospital. I have suggested that he test to see if my urine has got any cancer cells. It has not, and to this day, in 2016, I have no reading of any malignant cancer. For this, I greatly thank and still continue to this day with a HOCATT treatment and the pills as recommended by Michelle so long ago. And for that, I wish to thank her, as I've had already 6 extra years.